My computer.
Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Farmer Fridays. My name's Cameron King. I'm the CEO and ambassador with Certified American Grown. Really excited to be with you today and to have joining us Beth Van Sandt from Scenic Peonies, all the way up in Homer, Alaska. How are you today, Beth?
Oh, wonderful. Thank you, Cameron. I appreciate the opportunity to get to speak with everyone and meet you finally in person.
Well, it's a
Well,
pleasure.
virtual.
It's been an exciting couple of months so far, and hopefully we'll be able to get up to Alaska here to enjoy the beauty that's up there, but also get the chance to meet in person here soon. So you're all the way up in Homer, Alaska. Tell us a little bit about your location.
Okay. Well, again, Homer, Alaska. Like I said, today's a balmy 48. It's been a really cold and kind of wet spring for us. But I'm going to go ahead and flip around here and give you a picture of what we look at every day. This is the Homer Spit, which is kind of what Homer is famous for. And Our farm was established back in 2010, and we are currently growing about 14 different cultivars that we harvest for the commercial market.
Fantastic, fantastic. So, why did you get into farming flowers? Tell us a little bit about the story of Scenic Place.
We got into farming flowers because my husband, Kurt, who is that guy out on that big boat, he's a
Great.
professional mariner, was actually flying back and forth with a friend on a plane, and she was telling him about the peony industry, and we figured we had not enough things on our plate besides the bed and breakfast and the carpet cleaning business and all the other things we're involved in our community. And so we decided to jam onto this new market of peonies in Alaska. You know, I'm sure everyone at this point has probably heard that we do offer a niche market in the peony industry, being available in July and August. So we're really fortunate to be here.
Sure, sure. Well, tell us a little bit about what you've got behind you there. I mean, we've seen the beautiful spit and some of the gorgeous Alaska scenery, but you've got some nice scenery right there as well.
Yes, this is the upper field. We have about, oh goodness, probably between 5,500 and 6,000. Honestly, I don't even remember anymore. Roots in the ground at all different stages. These guys here are just starting to unfurl their leaves. Like I was saying, we've had a really cold and wet season so far this year. Being a naturally grown farm, that's been kind of problematic for us. So the crew is down in the lower field scouting for botrytis today. But we've got different, like I said, different stages of growth here. This block right here that I'm showing you is only 2 years old. That lower block down is 1 year old. Just being one of the earlier growers in the state was a little bit problematic in the fact that we didn't really get good true stock in on a lot of our orders. So you know, you hope that it's going to be true to the variety, but when you have a rootstock that comes in that has like 10 different varieties, it's really hard to harvest and market that correctly, especially when you work with our farm. We rely a lot on Woof crew as well as horticultural interns. And so as you know, like I said, we've been on this for like 11 years now. I know my plants and I know what to expect and which one is which, but I can't expect somebody that's only with me for a season to be able to understand which ones can be harvested at what time and such. So yeah, so like I said, we're in different stages here.
Sure. You mentioned Woof. That isn't that part of the worldwide opportunities for organic farmers?
That is correct.
on our organic farms. My apologies. So tell us a little bit about
Yes.
that and your involvement with the woofers.
We have been hosting woofers for the past 11 years. And we have built a facility for them. Like I said earlier, we used to be a bed and breakfast. This is the Woof House. I'm just going to give you a quick little video of the Woof House. That's where we
Sure.
process our stuff, and that upper building is where they stay. But we used to run a bed and breakfast, and because the farm has gotten so large, it's been problematic for me to be able to jump between two jobs. So we've turned that now into, so they are kind of our, I mean, they're our workforce. They're part of the team here at Scenic Place. So we would be, really remiss without having that workforce. We usually run between 6 and 10 people in the peak of our season, between harvesting and processing and shipping, grading, all that stuff. So they are definitely an intricate part of our operation.
Great. So are these people that come back from year to year, or is this kind of something that a general citizen in the world who's interested in organic or sustainable farming might be interested in signing up, and coming and working with you?
Oh yeah, absolutely. We do get quite a few repeat actually, which is not normal. But yeah, for the most part, our crew comes in and they are new, and they're just wanting to have the Alaskan experience and the opportunity to learn about organic, naturally grown farming. And so we try to offer them a really wide variety of teaching moments, as well as camping trips across the bay. I just brought my crew over this morning to the Gruint Glacier, which is off to the left there. And they will be camping and hiking up to the glacier for the next couple days. So yeah, so it's hopefully they get a very wide variety of things going on.
Right. Now, obviously, it means that if they're working with you, you are an organic farm. What is the thought process about why you decided to go that direction with your farming practices?
Okay. I just to clarify, we're not organic because that's a certified
Oh, okay.
terminology. We are
Thank
naturally
you.
grown. Yeah.
Okay.
And realistically, I want to be able to touch and feel and smell my flowers and not have to worry about any kind of chemicals involved. I don't want my grandkids, my animals, my crew to have to worry about, having something, ingesting anything, just kind of I don't like chemicals. So,
Sure.
and like I said, it's been a really tough year. It's been trying because of because it's been so cold and so wet that it's definitely been a challenge for this season to keep ourselves, on that path. But we're
Sure.
still forging forward. We've started trying a couple new biological organic applications, and yeah, we just keep forging forward.
Well, fantastic. And it shows a commitment to land and community. It shows a commitment to a sense of place, which is also, I think, one of the really great things about you being so dedicated to your local community and some of the peony festivals that are taking place up there in your neck of the woods, but also to Alaskan Farm Bureau, as well as to Certified American Grown. So why do you get involved in your community, in your state organizations, or even in our organization, Certified American Grown?
Well, I get involved because I truly believe, I'm passionate about it. I truly believe our communities are what hold all of us together. Certified American Grown for me has, being one of the founding members, I was really fortunate to hook up with Casey at a conference for ASFCG years ago. And just talking about what was happening with the imports and how we were losing our farmers. I mean, I found that if I was going to be growing product, I wanted to make sure that, we were using sustainable practices. And that means, besides the pesticides, but I mean, as far as like our crew and making sure that they have a good place to live. When you look at imports, that's not necessarily always the truth, what happens with them. So that was really important for me. And then as well, I could see the benefit of certified naturally grown. As far as helping our farm, it has really done a fantastic job of highlighting us. I mean, just this interview is a great way. But we were able to host the first field-based dinner tour here in Alaska. It was magical. It was incredible. That was such an amazing opportunity, and I have been able to cultivate relationships with not only just the people that flew all the way from the lower 48 and actually internationally, not necessarily on just a personal level, but on a work level, but also on a personal level. So, I mean, that to me is really enriching. The Farm Bureau, I feel that if you don't actively get involved in things within your community, you can never expect change. And if you want to make something better, then it's important for you to be involved. So that's kind of, yeah.
I love it. I love it. And I wish I had been involved to have been up to the Field of Ace dinner with you up there. I had the opportunity to be up in Homer a number of years back, and it's a gorgeous area. I could only imagine what the dinner would have been like there. But hopefully we'll do another one up there again soon.
Absolutely. There's lots of different areas of Alaska to see too.
Absolutely. So where can folks find your bounty, find your beautiful peonies?
Well, we have a website, scenicplacepeonies.com. Last year, actually in 2019, I started an e-commerce site. So I was super fortunate that was almost completed before COVID hit all of us.
Sure.
And thankfully, it really helped us last year. So again, you can find us on our website. I'm also a member of the Alaska Peony Cooperative, and we're a 9-member co-op based out of the Matsu area, which is really helpful because I can go ahead and source my product and my clients up the road when my farm's not ready yet, and vice versa. I can supply our co-op with flowers when they're all done. So because of that different growing time frame. So
Great.
so those two venues are great places to get a hold of us. But
Well, and as you mentioned, this year you might be a little bit later on the season based upon the climate and weather, but we're looking at July, August, September for your time frame. Is that correct?
Yep. Probably this year I'm not really going to start shipping until probably second week in July, just because,
Okay.
and I might even bump back to the third week because I'm just so nervous. Like I said, it's like 48 degrees out right now. I'm in my fleece. It's cold. Things are greening up, but it's definitely chilly.
Yeah. Well, it's beautiful green and lush, and can't wait to see when the flowers start blooming. So, Beth, as we begin to kind of wrap up our time together today, are there some additional thoughts or anything that you might like to share with folks who've logged in and are viewing this today?
Oh, well, there's I'm not sure who's logging in and viewing it, but if you are a farmer and you are on the fence about wanting to join Certified American Grown, I think that you really would do yourself and your business a service by doing so. I'll just share one last thing. Yesterday, I had a new drop shipper, an internet wholesaler, contact me, and because of my affiliation with Certified American Grown and their notice of the market going towards people wanting to source American grown products, he was very excited about putting us on his on his team of farms. So, you know, it definitely, it works. And yeah, we're all in this together. So I think it's important that, we, you know, join.
Yeah,
I don't know how else to
absolutely.
say it. Yeah.
And I think it's, you know, important to share too that for consumers in the marketplace, when you're with your florists and markets and retailers, look for the certified American grown seal on the flowers, and make sure that you are supporting our domestic cut flower and foliage farmers. It's really an important thing for all of us and all of your families and communities together. So, Beth, really want to thank you for your time today. Thank you for sharing some of your beautiful farm and your story, and we look forward to many, many more times to chat in the years to come.
Sounds great. Thanks again. Like I said, Cameron, it was nice to virtually meet you, and thanks for this opportunity.
Absolutely.
And everybody else, have a lovely summer.
Absolutely. Take good care.
All right. Goodbye.
Bye bye.